Well, still a very active situation here at the intersection of Kapiolani and Kamake'e Street, right behind McKinley High School. You can see half a dozen units still on site. I want to show you everything on the road here, a backpack. We just talked to witnesses. This is right around school hours. Those new speed humps, that red light camera now activated today. A little bit different of a scene. He's warned city and county officials of this rotting tree across the street from his house. And, you know, with these storm conditions, it knocked the tree right over. Spectators lining the streets of Pi'ikoi and Ala Moana Boulevard here. A solid stream of runners still coming down. But I do want to show you this sharp curve right around the corner here. This is right where the investigation took place. And I'm just standing in about 1 or 2 inches of residual water that's overflowed from the Waikane stream here. So again, for all my friends on the Valley Isle, it really is about opening your hearts, your doors. And from my own experience with the Humane Society Rescue, definitely your beds to save the lives of these pets and take a substantial burden off the backs of those who are doing so much at the Maui Humane Society. For now, Leah. A turning of tides here at the Ke'ehi Boat Harbor. Tim Gorley, co-owner to the pack of nearly 24 dogs accused of attacking local fishermen, ensuring by late Friday evening the area better known as the Triangle would be vacated.
Now it's just a matter of removing them from the island to a safe kennel where they can learn proper skills to socialize.
The decision made just 24 hours after he saw our story right here on KITV. Gorley admitting though he knew the situation had gotten out of hand long ago, he said the severity of the situation was far greater than he ever anticipated.
I didn't know the urgency until I saw the story. I mean, I knew that it was annoying, and I'm always out there yelling them barefoot, walking through the mud going, "Get back here!" But I didn't realize that they were afraid to fish over there.
Proving it's no small task transporting 11 dogs, 6 newborn puppies, and 2 human occupants from an offshore sandbar to the harbor. The already major task complicated even further by strong winds.
This wind is really picking up, and so, I mean, one at a time. It's like I brought in 3, and then 1, and then I lost 1. I went back.
Still, ensuring the island will be cleared come morning, the couple, who are both homeless, say immediate plans are to house the dogs in a makeshift kennel. Then it will be a matter of working with local agencies like the Hawaiian Humane Society. They say while ensuring the dogs' long-term health and safety is their #1 priority, it's hard to part with family.
And so it's hard to give them the love that they deserve, but they are so cute and so smart, and so they become our family.
In an effort to prevent similar situations moving forward, the Hawaii Department of Transportation wrote in a statement to KITV, quote, HDOT is teaming up with the Public Safety Department, Department of Land and Natural Resources, and other agencies to remove the dogs and map out a plan to post no trespassing signs.
Well, first of all, I apologize for any inconvenience that I've caused them. I didn't realize the severity of the situation. It just got out of hand so fast that you don't even realize, I mean, out of hand.
For many, the clearing comes as a sigh of relief. But for others, the question remains, why did it take so long? And what needs to be done to reduce red tape restrictions between the public and the public serving bodies? Erin Coogan, KITV4 Island News. And although a free man reunited with his family, the question remains for Albert Ian Schweitzer, how does a man who spent the last 2 decades in prison reacclimate to society?
It's been ridiculous, you know. The island or the world has changed so much that I'm starting from like a 2-year-old.
Hawaii is currently one of 38 states to have exoneree compensation statutes. The state bill, officially established in 2016, outlines wrongfully convicted individuals are subject to collect up to $50,000 for each year they serve behind bars.
What do we owe a person as a state when that happens, right? Because I don't care how liberal you are or how conservative you are. No one wants to see an innocent man or woman locked up in prison for a crime they didn't do.
For Schweitzer, who was convicted back in the year 2000, the 23 years served equates to $1.15 million. The statute also identifies the possibility of an additional $100,000 awarded under extraordinary circumstances and pays for up to $10,000 in attorney fees.
It's real. The system is broken. We need help. There's other people like me incarcerated, and it costs money, you know, for everything.
But any compensation at all comes with the price of returning to court, presenting actionable claim against the state.
It's going to depend on the state. If they're going to fight it and contest it, then so be it. It's just going to take longer.
Still, representatives with the Hawaii Innocence Project, who not only helped in the passing of Hawaii's initial statute, but led the effort to prove Schweitzer's innocence, say the act needs to be revised. Other states provide social services to exonerees, an issue that hasn't been specifically addressed by the state.
If you're guilty of murder, if you're guilty of bank robbery, whatever, and you get released on parole, there's services for you, right? There's social workers that help you reacclimate and re-enter into society. There's a lot of resources. When you're actually innocent, because you're innocent, you don't go on probation, you don't go on parole, and there's no reentry service for someone like Ian, who's been, out of society for 24 years. How do we help him? And so the statute needs to be tweaked to where, it's not just about the compensation, which is fine, obviously, but, how do I reacclimate into society?
As for what's next for Ian Schweitzer?
For the future, I'm going to take it one day at a time. As far as like the Ireland family, I'm going to do everything in my power along with my team to find out who this unknown DNA suspect is.
Schweitzer, alongside members of the Hawaii Innocence Project and Amanda Knox, will be hosting a public fundraiser at Cafe Julia tonight, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., raising awareness of wrongful convictions. Erin Coogan, KITV4 Island News.